Grab your chair, sit there. Sorry, Joseph. It does.
Will's doing a good job to use his legs to try and alleviate some of that pressure that Sam Nicolas was applying.
He's keeping his guard closed pretty much the entirety of this sequence while he's been on the mat, though, if we're talking about Weil. So I feel like he's got to start to work to either submit, sweep, or try to get back to his feet. He's just sitting a little bit too content from that position and is taking some damage in the process. Finally, in the short time, finally, we see the ball. It's right back to the just like that, folks, we are through one round of action here today. Guys, it's not too often that in the first fight of the night, we're getting out of the first round of this Colorado Combat card, so the people at home, they're getting their money's worth.
Yeah, I feel like last card we called, it was every time we looked up from the mics when it was getting finished, so it'd be interesting to see how this cardio carries through. That wasn't a factor at all last card we were on.
I mean, if it wasn't a situation of making sure that all personnel, medics, all that were in place, we could have probably been in and out of there now.
Definitely a quick night. Jordan, what do you see from Sam Nicolas right now? What do you think he should do in this next round?
I mean, he's doing a good job at holding that top position, but I would like to see him posture up and score a little bit more as far as the damage goes. As Cody mentioned, you can't score with the elbows right now in that position, but you can do a lot more with the hammer fists. You can do things that are going to potentially open up the pass, because as we talked about, Weil had his guard closed for a considerable amount of that time. And, you know, you've got to either work to pass to get yourself a better opportunity, because there's only so much damage you can do with the guard, right?
Yeah, especially when someone's trying to hold you close and trying to negate the ground and pound.
The spirit's definitely there from these guys, but sometimes also, you know, as you guys well know, it looked like we had a bit of a fence grab right there on the taking point. But yeah, sometimes the spirit is there, the will and the effort. It's almost like the deer in the headlights look like, okay, we know we're going to take a hard, shuffle step and just plop down in their stance and kind of look at each other for a second. And it's like, okay, we're here. What do I do next?
For sure, you know, in the second round too, your adrenaline's kind of wearing out a little bit, and you know, this is when you start to see guys, especially debutantes like these two, that maybe they have an adrenaline dump. San Nicolas looks a little tired. He's throwing those naked leg kicks. I don't like that.
Good knee to the body right there from Will.
And I think that's what we're seeing right now from San Nicolas is just a little bit of that adrenaline dump, a little bit of fatigue setting in where Wales kind of looks like he's comfortable standing right now.
Definitely, and sometimes, you know, in these early fights or a debut guy against a debut guy, it might come down to who is able to withstand the rush, the adrenaline, the energy dump, just everything in between. Because you're naturally going to get tired, period.
Yeah.
But then who can manage that adrenaline dump on top of that better?
Absolutely, and it's hard to even know how you're going to manage it, and you don't have practice managing it because you don't have those feelings in sparring, you don't have those feelings in training, so you're quite literally learning on the job, which, you know, both these guys are debutantes, so they're both learning on the job, but I agree, whoever can manage that the best is probably going to come out on top.
That was a great pry bar defense right there by Will on that takedown. Able to maintain position and stay on his feet. Good knee to the body right there by Will. An offer to the body in return from San Nicolas. Another good body hook right there. San Nicolas starting to score to the body. Both guys are finding success when they're looking to go base.
Neither guy's really trying to win the head position here, and that's why you're seeing them kind of go back and forth in a 50-50 spot. Whoever decides they're going to win that head position is probably going to be able to win the position.
A little bit of a dump right there from San Nicolas. Late push in the round right here. And guys, that might have just stole the round for him.
That was a very interesting technique by San Nicolas right there.
That was like you and your brother are scrapping in the kitchen up against
the
wall,
old,
and you're trying to figure out how to get somebody to the ground.
I'll give you my neck, but I'll grab your leg real high in the air and throw you on your back.
Hey, it worked. It worked.
That's right. Yeah.
And it won him the round.
That's right. He did win the round. He's probably up 2-0 now. If I'm in Wells' corner, I'm letting him know, hey, you need to go get the finish. He looks like he's honestly the fresher fighter. Maybe has a little more power in his hands. I'm avoiding the grappling as much as I can and trying to find the knockout.
Tactically, how is he able to do that?
Honestly, he's got to stop throwing naked leg kicks because San Nicolas is able to get him on the back foot and kind of get him to lean. You'll start to see him tip a little bit backwards, standing tall, and then that's when he's going to that body lock clinch position where neither guy really has a huge advantage, but you're not winning the round. And when you need a finish, you need to stay at distance and find those power shots.
Certainly. Now, as these guys both have eclipsed 6 minutes in their first fight apiece, where are they at mentally? You guys can speak to that from a personal standpoint way better than I can.
They're in this, Curtsy. That's where they're at mentally. They're like, wow, I'm in a fight. We've made it this far. Now we just got to dig deep and go.
Yeah, and I think they're going a lot off what their training is. You know, at this point, like I said, your adrenaline's kind of running out. You're running on what you've done, the work you've put in, and the skills you've been learning for this moment. So it's a lot of autopilot at this point. You know, you're reverting back to your skills. You're over the nerves of like, oh, I'm fighting, and this is crazy, and there's a crowd, and you're just thinking about, okay, how can I go win or how can I have success?
And right now we have San Nicolas looking for the takedown up against the fence. But Will now has him from that front headlock. Not really in danger just yet for a guillotine. But
I'd like to see Will circle off from here and get back to distance. That's the only way he's going to win this fight, I feel.
That single leg dump is working for San Nicolas.
Yeah, and that's a common mistake in the wrestling you see, especially with like early early amateurs is they want to hold on to the head. They feel safe holding on to the head, and a lot of times you're just working against yourself there.
If Son Nicolas can lock up the position right here, he might be able to finish this fight with ground and pound, guys.
There, he's going for that gift wrap. This should be, oh, he left the arm, the staple out, but this should be the end right here.
His coach gave him a 30-second call. I mean, if he were to sprint for it right now, I think that he would be able to potentially get it done, but then again, who knows how much to say what is there, what's left in the tank right now. I know he's going to try to go for broke, especially when that short time clacker hits, but, you know, it's
Those are solid punches there.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to grab the fence again.
Yeah, so a little bit of volume, he'd get him out. There it is.
There we go. That's what we say, guys. I mean, and it's not like some of those were some of the most, especially because it's just short range or very short punches right there. But it's the simple fact that if you're Weil on the bottom and if you're Tim Mills looking at him, there's no way that he can intelligently defend himself from that position. His arm is stapled down. His opposite arm was isolated away from being able to defend while punches are coming in repetitively without having any sort of defense to break up those strikes. Amateur fight debut, guys. Let him fight another day.
Yeah, you know, these guys are amateurs. They got a day job they got to go back to on Monday. So you don't want anyone to get seriously hurt. Wells looks like he's cut open. He's bleeding pretty bad, actually. But they got it cleaned up now. But, yeah, you don't want to see anybody take too much damage, especially in the amateurs, especially as debutants. Like, you're not gaining anything from that. If you sit there and let him take punches for another 30 seconds, he's not getting any better. It's not like these wins are going to make or break his career. So I think that was a good call by the ref.
Absolutely. And, you know, I mean, for each of these two gentlemen, that's a huge personal challenge that they have just been able to cross off the list and mark as an accomplishment that so many other people only wish and dream about. And they did it. They were able to accomplish that feat and say, you know what, for the rest of time, you can look back and say that I made that most.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Tim Mills steps in at 1 minute and 54 seconds of the third round, declaring your winner via 2 KO.